I'm still finishing my search through the cupboard under the stairs, something I do, well, once a century. Very, very rarely. And come across things which I never knew I had or had completely forgotten about because they've been there 20, 25 years undisturbed. This is another one I had no idea I had. I added to my umbrella collection. It's a very charming idea for a parasol, just a paper one, you know. The first thing I like about it is the way it folds up like that and unfolds like that. So it's ready to use and open up into a parasol. That's just simple movement up from there to there is very nice. It's got funny little paper clips, and I'll open it up, and it's just like one of those Christmas baubles. Balls open up like that. I've got to see if I can just get the top clip done. I won't do the other two, which will make it a bit neater, but never mind. They're awkward little things, actually, those. Oh, no, it hasn't done it. So it's just a bit of a simple bit of artwork, and I suppose you'd never use this in the rain, obviously. You'd use it in the sun to protect you from the sun, but you've got to make sure there's no wind blowing, otherwise it will blow all over the place because it really is a bit fragile. There should be a couple more clips there to close it up, but that is really quite elegant, you know. It looks stylish, apart from that big gap in it. No, never mind that. But it looks very nice too. It folds up very neatly. That's what I like about it. So a clever design, something I didn't know I had. It's got to go out of the cupboard into the umbrella collection, which I keep in my bedroom, and about 50, 60 umbrellas there. So it's folded up again. That action is so neat from that to that. I love that. The next one is something that came out in the early 70s, was it 1997, that's right. Chase toys. It's a tube like that. I'll just take it up to the camera, see if you can read it. There we are. And it's Chase Toys, a lovely man who used to run it, Robert, I think it was. He was very, very pleasant. They made all sorts of extraordinary things. The company was all clicks. They made a clicky thing, sort of thing, which you get from. But this was a simple one where you had to just drop it on the ground and it flips over because it's got rubber here and rubber here and get it to stand upright. So I'll have a few goes. Sometimes I succeed. You need a hard surface for this one, certainly. I talked about hard surface. Starts like that, pick it up and drop it. And drop it from a slightly high, and you can see what's going to happen in a minute, hopefully. A little bit higher yet. There we are. Not too difficult. What is really tricky, and you have to try doing this, is to do it twice in a row or three times, and that's very hard. Once done it twice in a row, but so often it's clipped, and eventually it stays up. So a very simple little toy, and I've found a box with a dozen of these in, so they might be given out to nephews and nieces as Christmas presents this year. I don't know, but it's something that came out in the late 90s, produced by the Clicks Toy Company, and I think it's a nice one. Here's a very funny little thing which I have no idea where it came from or who gave it to me. It's made of wood. It's made in India too. It's quite crudely made, but you see something's going to happen because it's got all those strings and things doing there. What's it going to happen? Well, you put this in the hall. There's a clip there to put onto a nail, which you put onto the wall in the hallway. And when the guests arrive, they're invited to hang their coat. Or I think what I'll do is I'll hold it and put my hat on there. So I've called it a hat rack. What happens when I put the hat on? Of course, yes. It's just this action here from there to there, lifts the string, then makes it flat. And so a child coming to the house for the first time would be delighted to find whatever they put on it will make the little bird perform. It's a very, very charming idea, that. And made in India and very crudely, but effective. I like it. And I've never seen it before or since. So look out for it. Or make one yourself. The last item is a little bit of fun. This is a company in America called the Panoramic Novelty Corporation of Hollywood, 1978 patent. I did have one of these which was empty, and I showed it, I think, on our shop, but it's in our videos, but it didn't perform because it was empty. I've now discovered under the stairs in the cupboard two of these, so I think we've got to do this. Not now, but I'm going to have to do it in the studio. It's something you leave in the guest room if you've got a guest who's very, very tolerant and long-suffering, etc., and put it on the basin for them to use a shaving cream. What happens? Well, you push the button and out comes the shaving cream as you expect in your hand. But as you're pushing the button, it automatically breaks the switch for good. So it doesn't stop. When you take your hand off, still it's going gush, 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 all over your hand, all over the sink. Probably fills up the sink with the amount of foam in there, I think. And you can't do anything about it. So Frights and Frights, as if they've that's why it's called Avalanche, of course. It's a lovely name for it, but it's a once-off thing. I bought half a dozen at the time from the American company, and the others seem to have gone by the board. So 2 left, both full, but, you never know. It might be a damp squib after so many years. Perhaps the propellant gas gives up after you, but I've gotta make this have a try, haven't I? What a devilishly clever trick, though.